but something's holding me back. You feed my ego, together we go. Talking dirty, playing cheap. I know I'm in too deep. Running out of kryptonite to take you through the night. Talking dirty, playing cheap. I know I'm in too deep. Running out of kryptonite.
Now streaming live, Full Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing out of turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked off of turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network live tonight at the Lanier National Speedway, round number 2 of a DWR doubleheader. And it is time for the Sunday Shootout Season 4 finale, live on your source for esports racing, Full Velocity Racing Network, live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Good evening, everybody. Phil the Cast, Jack Truin, Todd Stanton alongside me tonight. 3-man booth for the season finale, but before we get racing in the midst of qualifying, let's throw this thing trackside. Let's pay some respect to this great nation, the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, the playing of our national anthem. All right, back to it here live on Full Velocity. No time to waste. I throw it at my partner in crime, Mr. Todd Staten here. Here's our lineup here for heat race number 1.
Good luck. I don't have actually I don't have the heat race lineup here. Just trying to get locked and loaded here. Was not ready, not set, not locked, not loaded for this one there, Phil.
Uncocked, uncensored, unfiltered. I'll take the lineup here. Heat race number 1 on the pole. Tonight's Hard Motorsports quick time goes to David Blackburn in the 16. Justin Holtz, number 31 on the outside. Row number 2 finds Austin Miners, Casey Brunson, Derek Fedkenhauer, Caleb Ramsey, Steve Robbins, John Monkern, and Chris Carmen. They round out our 9-car field for heat race number 1, the first of 4 heat races on the docket. All 8 laps in distance. Top 4 into the main event as we work off turn number 4 to complete lap number 1. It is at number 16, David Blackburn. He is going to lead Justin Holt off of turn number 2. Austin Miners there running for 3rd. The race is for that final transfer spot, where currently you find Derek Fedkenhauer, where he holds 4th over in turn 1.
Finally getting the camera views and stuff locked and loaded here on my end so I can see it here and be able to broadcast to everyone out here at Full Velocity Racing Network land. Right now your current race leader is David Blackburn. Justin Holt running in that 2nd spot. He's got heavy pressure from Austin Miners, who's running in 3rd, but he looks down to the bottom side. Here comes Derek Fedkenhauer in that number 86 machine running in that 4th spot.
There is Derek doing a good job back there. You got guys like Caleb Rams on the outside looking in. Caleb back there in position number 5. It's just 6 as Casey Brunson is working his way around him. Casey in the 0-10 on the outside looking in. He is going to have to chase down the 86 of Derek Fedkenhauer, who's now down to the inside of Austin Miners in a race for 3rd off of turn 4.
And nice side-by-side battle for that 3rd spot as Derek Fedkenhauer now going to move himself up in front of the number 8 of Austin Miners. Miners now going to drift up the track, leave that door wide open for Casey Brunson. Battle for that final transfer spot there, Phil. 4 make it into the main through heat racing. Then we go to consolation event. Side-by-side battle for that 4th spot.
That is a really good battle over there. Austin Miners under fire from Casey Brunson. Casey got the 0-10 down to the inside. Looks like he may pull the 8-car off the corner. We are already 2 to go around the 3/8 mile where David Blackburn, he is driven away from the field. The drama is back here, Todd, for the final transfer. That's 1 lap away from being figured out.
Yeah, Casey Brunson right now holding on to that final transfer spot. Austin Miners speak down to the bottom there momentarily. Like you said, David Blackburn checked out on the old field here. That white flag is out for the number 16 machine, already down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3. The number 16 of David Blackburn comes off of turn number 4, picking up heat race number 1. The number 16. 2nd going to go to Justin Holt. 3rd, Derek Fedkenhauer. Casey Brunson just barely going to, looks like he's barely going to get the 4th position. Caleb Ramsey going to finish up 3rd. Or 5th.
Yeah, it was really close back there for 5th, but Ramsey, Austin Miners, John Monkern, and Steve Robbins will go off into the consolation rounds here that'll follow our 4th and final heat race of the night, but we're only into heat race number 2. It's got 8 cars stacked and packed. I almost said cars there. I was kind of showing the Northeast accent a little bit of that one. Cars. But Tom, let's talk about 8 cars out there. Give us our starting lineup.
Yeah, our Voiles Trucking starting lineup for heat race number 2 is going to go away like this. Starting out on the pole, driving the number 21, that's the evil one, Jim Revis, and his day as a part of the outside, driving the 926 machine, that's Barrett Bischoff. Inside row number 2 in the 3rd starting position, that's the number 11 machine, that's Braden Richards, and outside him is racing Jason Salter, our winner in the Eichstätt Rep Modified Tour just moments ago. Inside row number 3 in the 5th starting position, number 11 to Kyle Moore, and Justin Gledhill rolls off in position number 6 aboard that number 51 machine. Inside row number 4, that is the 319. That's David Brewer and Jerry Martin aboard the number 39. Going to start shotgun on the field here, 8th.
There you have it, 8 cars. And how about the qualifying run tonight for that number 21 of Jim Revis? You know how fast he is here tonight, Todd? Let's have some fun with this one. He was too quick on that go button tonight. That's why we were rushing, man. He hit the session forward, got us all off kilter, so we were all out there waiting. We thought we had an extra minute. We certainly did not, so rushed into the opening, and we'll love on Jim there a little bit. Evil One Graphics, number 21, going to start for the pole. I think he was itching to get this night going, Todd. He has a good piece. He leads heat race number 2 to the iRacing I flag, green flag.
And the iRacing I flag, green flag out. Jim Revis down to the bottom side. Barrett Bishop up top. Here comes racing Jason Salter aboard the number 10 Trash Panda graphics machine to the outside, but Braden Richards battling it hot and heavy for that 3rd spot.
Yeah, Richards down low. Salter going to try to peak up high, and that is a good run over there. No, Right behind him, the 11 of Kyle Moyer rides in position number 5. He may try to look it into the top 4 because now he's going to work to the inside. Braden Richards clear. The other pair, the pair of 11s attacking the 10. Salter's up high all by himself. Richards ahead, and look underneath. Here comes Moyer. That's for the final transfer over in 1.
Battle for the top spot, waging war there between the 926 of Barrett Bishop, the 21 of Jim Revis coming down the back straightaway, side-by-side battle for the top spot. Jim Revis had it there momentarily. Bishop really fighting it down to the bottom side, taking over the race lead. With that number 926 machine, Jim Revis drops back to the second spot. Good battle going on for third between Richards and Salter. Salter down to the bottom.
I'm going to tell you what, Todd. You call it a race for third, but there's legit 5 cars under a blanket you could call off of the race lead right now. Bishop and Revis there. Salter and Richards side by side for third. You got Moyer on the outside looking in, trying to find his way into the top 4. But this is realistically a good 5-car race for the lead, which right now has...
Oh, contact!
Oh, Barrett Bishop up front, but we know that there's contact there. Somebody got squirrely. They all hold on.
Yeah, they all hold on as they were side by side. Braden Richards in the 10. And the number 11 machine, the other number 11 machine, those guys all making contact, able to gather it back up, going in the right direction here. As this time by off of turn number 4, we're going to get the popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more trips around the speedway for Barrett Bishop.
This is what I love about Lanier. The action is fast-paced. The racing is always good. What puts on a better show than a street stock at Lanier? I can't find nothing else. As off of turn number 4, Barrett Bishop going to find himself to the white flag. He's got a car length there over Jim Revis, equally back to Jason Salter. The battle for that final transfer, Todd, it's a pair of 11s back there. Richards versus Moyer. They got one more trip around.
Yeah, they're pretty much staying single file, but off of turn number 4, picking up heat race number 2, going to be Barrett Bishop aboard the number 926 machine. The 21 of Jim Revis going to finish for 2. Third is going to be Jason Salter. Fourth going to be Braden Richards, Kyle Moyer, David Brewer, Justin Gledhill. And that will leave the rest up to the scorers.
Absolutely right there. The scorers will get that all figured out as heat race number 3 about to take to the racetrack. But no better time than to thank all the great people here at the network who take so much great care of us. Just like all of you out there watching tonight, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Got to thank great folks like Hanover Wrecker Service, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, all new sponsors to us, CCM Customs. Thanks to Tim Cummings and gang for coming aboard. Also got to thank BladeNo.com, South Texas Speedway, Mutstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, Eichstadt Wraps, and Full Throttle with the Gent. So many great people that take care of us behind the scenes, Todd. We thank them so much, because without all them and all the support we get out there from our viewers every night, this is not possible for us, and it is so much fun to come out here and do these shows.
Definitely not possible without all the support from the viewers, the sponsors, the fans out there, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. It's been fantastic so far, but we're going to get right into heat race number 3, starting on the pole, driving the number 73. That's Stephen Moore. Outside of him will be David Clymer aboard the number 98 machine. Inside row number 2, that'll be a 631. That is Alex Cummings and Tyson Pankow aboard the X91 Motorsports number 91, rolling off in position number 4. Rolling off inside row number 3, that's Mason Nichols aboard the 055 machine, and Trace Williams rolling off in position number 6 in the 63. Shotgun on the field, the last row should say Wes Wygan aboard the 188, and Henry Tones aboard the number 25.
So there you got it. 8 more drivers going to take their way out there. 8 more laps around top 4. Into the A main, iRacing, iFlag, green flag up in the air. Stephen Moore going to stomp that loud pedal down. He is going to lead a hungry group, including David Clymer. Here comes Alex Cummings, the 631. He's the first on the low side of the racetrack, racing for second off turn 4.
So David Clymer actually aboard the 420 here tonight, so not the 98, the 420. So David Clymer running in that second spot right there with the 73 of Stephen Moore. Third right now is a 631 machine. That is Alex Cummings and Tyson Pankow right now round out your top 4 that are qualified into the A-main.
Gerard Mason Nichols in that red number 55 trying to make his way to the inside of the 91. That's back there racing for that final transfer, all nose to tail off the corner, and a dang good race going on here as you looked at 55. He has found room down low. Red car versus black and orange car. Nichols versus Pankow for 4th off of 4.
Yeah, great battle going on for the 4th and final transfer spot between Nichols And Pancal stuck up on the top shelf of the Speedway. Here comes Nichols firing back down to the inside, side by side. Battle down the back straightaway here to turn number 3. Nichols letting her eat down on the bottom side. Gets a tad bit loose and out of shape over there, does Nichols. That's going to allow Pancal to beat him back to the line as we have 3 laps remaining.
3 laps remaining here. As Todd said, that good race to 4th continues to go on. A little bit of a battle. Starting to brew for the race lead.
This
Stephen
time
Moore
3.
leading. David Clymer running in the 2nd spot there, doing a hell of a job. Top 3 there. Alex Cummings, don't count him out in the 631. That's 3 cars. They have just driven away from the field. Pancow and Nichols, they're having a pretty good fight there. Give it to Mason Nichols on the line as we come to 2 to go.
Yeah, get ready to come to 2 laps remaining here. So Popsicle Stick's going to go up in the air. The white and yellow flag straight up in the air. 2 more trips around the speedway for the number 73 of Stephen Moore. David Clymer right now running in that 2nd spot. Heavy challenges from Alex Cummings aboard the 631. Mason Nichols right now holding on to the final transfer spot as they come off of turn number 4. White flag in the air for the 73 of Stephen Moore.
1 more trip around for the Bulletproof Motorsports car number 73 off into turns number 1 and 2. Stops that pedal down off the corner. Checker flag will go in the air. Give heat race number 3 to Stephen Moore. David Clymer going to pick up 2nd. Alex Cummings going to grab 3rd. Mason Nichols 4th. Oh, that's the line right there. I'm on the wrong side of the racetrack. Well, that's your top 4. That's how they came across. Tyson Pancout will get 5th. Wes Wigan, Trace Williams, Henry Jones, right our 8-car field. I was going to give you some different dialogue and a different question, Todd, but I'm going to put this out there. You and Jack and Ron, you guys get spoiled out there with a lot of great interviews at these racetracks. We need to have a little meeting here because I need a better look at this one because it changes too quick and I don't have a clue what turn I'm in.
We have the same camera views that you're available to. They're all available on our Google account there, Phil. Google. Go find it.
Google's a beautiful thing, I know.
They're all there, the same cameras there, but heat race number 4, getting ready to roll away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 1 machine, that's Alex Brewer. His day's apart to the outside, driving the number 20. That's Greg Tuberville. Inside row number 2, in the 3rd starting position, that's Kyle Surratt, our points champion here in the Sunday Night Shootout Series. In the day's apart to the outside, driving the number 12 machine, the BladeNo.com sponsor machine, that's Eric Eichstad. Inside row number 3, that's Chadwick Rigby aboard the number 53, and Josh Peacock going to roll off in position number 6. Rolling off 7th will be Jared McGrants aboard the 111, and Kevin Prettyman in the number 88 machine going to roll off in 8th.
That's a pretty good little field right there, including, as Todd said, our series champion, Kyle Surratt, rolling off 3rd here in heat race number 4. I want to say hey to Jacob Lassiter over there in the Facebook Live chat. We've got that great event coming up. The Southern Shootout 75 tomorrow night. Going to be a great show as well as opening for the Dirt Swinging Outlaws coming up. A big triple header tomorrow. Also going to say hello to our buddy Chicken as we go iRacing, I flag, green flag. Alex Brewer and Greg Turville going to lead. I don't have the chicken sound, but
yeah, the chicken dance. Don't have that right here wired for sound tonight. That would be a great rendition there for James out there to see the chicken. But meanwhile, up front, it is Alex Brewer leading the charge. Look at the number 18 of Kyle Surratt to the 2nd spot. Eric Eichstad right now running in that 3rd spot. Gets a tad bit loose. I think he had a little bit of help getting loose there. Rigby gets a little bit of a tag to the back of that number 12 machine. So Eric Eichstad running in that 3rd spot. 4th is Greg Tuberville. He's trying to the outside of Eichstad.
Yep, sure is. Eichstad's white number 12 down to the low side, running for the 3rd spot. Turberville is stuck up high, but he holds on to that final coveted transfer at the moment. Here comes Peacock at number 61. He's going to take a peek. There's a guy you don't want to see in your mirror for that final transfer. It's definitely going to be that 61 man. Greg has his hands full.
Yeah, Tuberville in a fantastic looking blue and gray car. I'm not accustomed to seeing that one. I know it's been here a couple of weeks, but it's still different to see that number 20 machine from what I'm used to. But the 61 of Josh Peacock right now running in that 5th spot. He's on the outside looking in, and that's never a good sign there for Mr. Peacock. It's probably not one of his favorite tracks to board the 61 machine. So we're going to see how well he's able to make it up through. Surratt drifts way up the track into the marbles. Eric Eichstad takes over 2nd. Tuberville now goes to 3rd. And Kyle Surratt now, the guy that's on the outside looking in right now, is he's on that 4th and final bubble spot, I should say, as the 61 of Peacock now down to the bottom, side by side for the 4th spot.
That's that final transfer pair of guys that were duking it out for a championship all year long. Surratt earned that right here tonight. to claim that mantle, but he's about to fall out of that final transfer. Peacock will take over. Here comes Chad Rigby. Can the 53 run down the 61? We're 2 trips away from finding out who the 4 cars will be that'll get out of this fourth heat.
White flag is out in the air down into turn number 1 for the number 1 of Alex Brewer. Already down the back straightaway for the final time. Into turn number 3, Alex Brewer leading the charge. Eric Eichstadt for 2. So off of turn 4, picking up heat race number 4 will be the number 1 of Alex Brewer. Eric Eichstadt for 2. Greg Tuberville for 3. Josh Peacock for 4. Chadwick Rigby looks like he's going to be scored 6. Kyle Surratt going to beat him to the line.
Absolutely right. So that puts us through 4 heat races here tonight. A great car count, 33 cars in the pit area, and it is time to move into consolation race action. Call it C-Main, call it Consi 1. All I do know, Todd, is we have 8 cars at the ready, 10 laps around, and only the top 5 into the main event. So 5 of 8, my math says we're sending 3 home. Why don't you take us through a look of our starting lineup?
Our starting lineup for consolation event number 1, they're going to call it the C-Main on the screen, but starting on the pole, driving the number 13 machine, that is Caleb Ramsey, as Dave's apart to the outside. Driving the number 91, that's Tyson Pankow. Inside row number 2 in the third starter spot, that's the number 8 machine. That is Austin Miners and Wes Wygan aboard the 188, going to roll off in position number 4. Rolling off inside row number 3 in the fifth starter position, that's John Monkern aboard the number 36. Got to welcome John Monkern back. Haven't seen him in quite some time. And outside ahead in the number 63, that's Trace Williams. Inside row number 4, that'll be the 073, that's Steve Robbins. And Henry Jones rolls off in position number 8.
There we got 8 cars. We extend out to 10 laps around here for consolation event number 1. And that big number, Todd, 5 drivers enter into the main event. 3 will go home. We've got 10 trips around this awesome 3A mile. I always say there is nothing better than a street stock at Lanier. I don't know what can top it. You got any ideas before we go green?
I have no ideas what could top this there, Phil. Street Stocks Lanier, the fantastic thing is a green flag in the air. The iRacing high flag, green flag. Austin Miners down to the bottom. The battle that we're going to have to wage for, Phil, and going to have to look for is position number 5. That will be our final transfer. And the number 36 right now holds on to that. John Monkern now peeks down to the bottom, getting around the number 188 machine of Wes Wygan. And Wygan now drops back to 5th, so he's on the bubble.
He certainly is on the bubble off of turn number 4, putting lap 2 up in the books. Look up front. Caleb Ramsey leading over Austin Miners, Tyson Pankow. Excuse me, this is a Consi. That top 3 in a Consi, 2 wide, now 2 wide over into turn number 1. Pankow looking for room up high. He may have found something up there. That 91 got a hell of a launch off that top side, Todd. He's going to pull alongside for second off of 4.
They're going to pull up alongside for that second spot. Is a great launch for Tyson Pankow aboard the number 91 machine, trying to get around the number 8 of Austin Miners. Miners right now loading to the bottom side as we got we got cars wrecking back there as we're hearing in our ears there, Phil. Not sure who was involved in that one. Maybe Henry Jones or another car. John Monkern, maybe?
No, it looks like it was a 188 of Wigand. Wigand is, I guess, how we pronounce that name. Thank you, Charlie, for the enunciation there. I always love to know we've got something wrong. We obviously lean on you guys to correct us here if we got something wrong with a pronunciation. So appreciate that. Wigand around to the 188, but we stay green. Already now putting 6 laps on the board. Caleb Ramsey, Austin Miners, Tyson Pankow. Let's have a top 3 set. The drama back here, Henry Jones, he holds on to 4th and 5th running. Is Steve Robbins. He's got a little bit of a gap between himself and Trace Williams, who currently right now sits on the outside looking in.
It's really funny, Phil, like we were mentioning what was going on there with different pronunciations and names. Really funny. Some of the pronunciations probably up in the north are different from the Midwest or out there on the West Coast. I mean, the same exact name up here is Wygan. It's really weird. It really is. I mean, it just depends, I guess, on how you want to pronounce it. It looks like Eichstadt, whatever, a lot of times it's different. So, meanwhile, up front, it is number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Austin Miners running in that second spot. 3rd is Tyson Pankow. Henry Jones running in 4th. 5th is Steve Robbins. Trace Williams a little bit back, so he's on the outside looking in right now aboard the 63 machine.
Sure is. They pretty much single file over the 3/8 mile. And Todd, we talk about how much we love this track. I especially love this track, but a lot of drivers out there, they say they don't love Lanier. Why don't drivers like this place? The racing's so awesome.
I'm not 100% positive there, Phil. It's a rather easy track to drive and navigate. I guess that's maybe why. We're coming out of turn number 4 for the final time. Picking up consolation event number 1 is going to be Caleb Ramsey. Austin Miner's going to finish second. Third going to be Tyson Pankow. Henry Jones going to finish up fourth. Fifth is going to be the 073 of Steve Robbins. Trace Williams, John Monkern is not going to make the field here tonight. I believe those guys involved in a wreck there, which really took them out of this one.
Yeah, Monkern,
Wiggins,
Wes Wiggins, and Trace Williams going to be the 3 drivers exiting out stage right now. Not going to be a part of our main event. B main number 2 or consolation race number 2 or whatever the heck you want to call it is heading us out way out to the racetrack. Phil Can English. We got 9 cars ready in the same deal. Wow. Help yourself, Phil. Todd, save the ship. Take the starting lineup.
And now your starting lineup for consolation event number 2. Thank you, James, out there. It's all of us Yankees, he's saying. But starting on the pole, driving the number 11 machine, that's Kyle Moyer. His dance part of the outside, driving the number 18. That'll be Kyle Surratt. The Kyle and Kyle front row here in consolation event number 2. Starting inside row number 2, that'll be a 319. That's David Brewer. And outside of him will be Chadwick Rigby aboard the number 53. Rolling off in position number 5, that'll be the 51. That's Justin Gledhill and Jared Brigance aboard the 111 machine. Going to roll off in position number 6. Rolling off in position number 7 will be Jerry Martin aboard the number 39. And Kevin Prettyman aboard the number 88. Going to roll off in position number 8.
You forgot Chris Carmen there, the 56.
Oh, yeah,
he's
Chris
also
Carmen.
out there. Chris Carmen is starting 9 cards. You know, they
My scoring loop only went back to 8. That's weird.
Well, it's funny because you would think odd number cars with more would go to the first one like it does up here in the Northeast. I don't know what the heck the deal is, but there's some different things. And something else you and I are going to debate here in a little bit here when we get a couple laps into this one. I want to talk more about the 2-to-go strategy. You call it different than I do, and I want to figure out why it's different on asphalt than it is on dirt or maybe track or what. We'll discuss this a little bit later on. We'll tell you the story of what I'm thinking with this one. But we're about to go green flag racing here. Consolation race number 2, the last one of the night. iRacing iFlag, green flag up in the air.
Kyle Moyer leads the charge down into turn number 1. Surratt way up on the top shelf of the speedway. Is Surratt, can he make some kind of run coming off of turn number 2? Nope. Slams the door shut as Moyer aboard that number 11.
Yep, Moyer going to hold on to the race lead. Look to the inside here. This is Chad Rigby's number 53. He's going to take a peek underneath Kyle Surratt, and also there Braden Richards, I believe, in the 11 just ahead. I believe that's an 11 on the side of that car. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Who the heck is that up there? I'm losing the numbers. Losing my marbles.
Your mind.
It's David Brewer. Everything. It's David Brewer. I didn't recognize the car. I'm like, who the heck is that? It's David Brewer. It's the 319 car running second.
Yeah, it is really difficult, Phil. I was looking at that car in the practice. Really difficult to see his numbers. It doesn't. The 319 don't pop. Maybe that's what he wants to be.
It'll look like a 79.
He wants to be a secret 319. David Brewer right now running in that second spot. Third is Chadwick Rigby aboard the number 53 machine, doing a fantastic job holding Kyle Surratt at bay. Surratt right now running in 4th.
Yep, Surratt trying to hold on to that 4th spot. Can you imagine on a night he gets a championship trophy? He gets 2 trophies that he may be in trouble of making the A main here for the season finale. I never would have thunk it right there, but you look up front. Kyle Moyer has done a great job holding on. David Brewer, Chad Rigby, Justin Gledhill. It is Kyle Surratt who has a mirror full. Here comes the 111 of Jared Brigance. Don't count Jared out. He's in the mix there to the inside.
Yeah, Jared up to the 5th and final transfer spot. And that 111 machine almost 4 wide through the corner there, Phil.
Wow.
Oh, the contact there. Gledhill and Rigby making contact there as these guys coming down into turn number 3. What a great battle going on. This is for positions 3 through 5. And the number 73 machine way down on the bottom, too. Man, what a great race that's going on here. It's not the 73, it's the 88 machine way down there.
Yeah, way down there is Kevin Prettyman's number 88 doing a heck of a job trying to make a dig. But we're running down a lap here, Todd. Next time by, we're going to complete lap number 7. Kyle Moyer, he's driven away from David Brewer. Brewer's driven away from that battle there for third on back. Rigby, Gledhill, Brigance holding on to it. Surratt and Prettyman, those guys on the outside looking in this next time around. We're going to get 2 to go for Moyer.
Yeah, going to be 2 laps to go for the number 11 machine of Kyle Moyer as we've already flashed by the start-finish line. 2 laps to go. Popsicle 6, we're up in the air. We're already down the back straightaway for the number 11 of Kyle Moyer. The 319 of David Brewer running in second. Chadwick Rigby, Justin Gledhill, Kyle Surratt, and then Jared Bergantz right now in the sixth position on the outside looking in. White flag in the air.
One more trip around for that number 11. What a heck of a run out there tonight for Kyle Moyer in our consolation event number 2 off of turns number 3 and 4. He will see the checkered flag going up in the air. It is Kyle Moyer taking down the win in dominating fashion this one here. David Brewer going to finish up second. Rigby going to get third. Glenn Hill for fourth. And it is Kyle Surratt. He steals away that final transfer. And I mean stole it from Jared Brigant's Todd off the last corner. What a move by Surratt right there. The champ, he grabs that last transfer.
Grabbing the last transfer spot. What a fantastic job by Kyle Surratt. Going to be able to pull it off into the A main here tonight. The final A main of the season, Phil. 60 laps will be the distance here for the Sunday night shootout. Just remember, guys, starting September 1st, you want to get involved in this league on Sundays. BladeNo.com going to be the head sponsor of that one. Sunday, September 1st. You're going to have one entire week to sign up for this. So better get on your guys' sticks, get involved in this. It will be live broadcasted via Full Velocity Racing Network on Sunday Night Shootout, and a great marketing sponsor in BladeNo.com coming aboard to help out DWRL, Dirt Warrior Racing League.
That's an all-new coin on the league. Dirt Warrior Racing, now going to be known as Dirt Warrior Racing League. Love it. Got to expand, got to add the letters. We get bigger and bigger, and we hope to be with these guys for a long time. Said September 1st, registration is going to open. Come be a part of the pinnacle of iRacing Dirt Leagues here on a Sunday night. Feature event rolling out there, 60 laps around. We know what's next, Todd. Let's go through our Voyles Trucking starting lineup.
Starting on the pole will be David Blackberger, born in number 16, and Barrett Bishop going to roll off in position number 2, outside pole for the 926.
In row number 2 on the inside, Bulletproof Motorsports brings us car number 73 of Stephen Moore, and alongside the number 1, that is Alex Brewer.
Rolling off in position number 5, that's the 311 of Justin Halt. Jim Revis rolls off in position 6.
David Clymer in the 420. Eric Eichstadt rolls off 8th in number 12.
Rolling off 9th, Derek Fedkenauer, Jason Salter rolling off 10th.
Alex Cummings in the 631. Greg Turberville in the number 20. He will roll off 12th.
Then you got Casey Brunson, Braden Richards, Mason Nichols, Josh Peacock, Caleb Ramsey, Kyle Moyer, Austin Miners, David Brewer, Tyson Pankow, Chadwick Rigby, Henry Jones, Justin Gledhill, Steve Robbins, and Kyle Surratt. Your 26th Garfield.
Chicken dance there as we go. Green flag racing. That was a good job, Todd. I couldn't do that any better than that. As we work our way here off turn number 2, now on the opening lap of the race, David Blackburn going to lead the field. That looks like Stephen Moore. Stephen Moore up there for 2 already. They are wrecking in the back of the field. It's not Stephen Moore there. It is the 11. Yeah, I'm lost. Yellow on the speedway. Barrett Bishop, 926 there in that second spot. I don't know why my cars all of a sudden just went black and all came back. That was weird. What else is weird? An early yellow flag at Lanier. First record service yellow flag of the night. Right on lap number 2. And we got a parking lot over there, Todd. What in the world happened?
Yeah, a lot of they tried to go 4 wide, Phil,
no.
and it didn't happen very well for these guys. There's a parking lot over there, the poor yellow cone getting smashed and dented in, but down there on the bottom, 86 of Fedkenauer, it looks like a bad chain reaction over there in the corner. They stacked them up there, the 420 machine involved. You also got the number 10, 010, Casey Brunson, 86, Derek Fedkenauer, and Alex Cummings. All those guys involved in that one, and Phil, I have to say that I think there was 3 Bulletproof Motorsports cars involved in that one.
Wow. Well, they say they're bulletproof, Todd, but that takes a pretty good shot right there. About 3 bullets to the back of this field. I got to say hey to Ray Jackson out there in Facebook Live for taking care. He agrees with me. He looked at the side of the 319. He said the same thing. He thought he saw 73 there as well or whatever. So thank you, Ray. I thought I was going completely nuts. I'm not sure what I was seeing, but hey, thank you, buddy. Looking out for us.
James out there picking David Clymer to win this one here, Phil. We got Greg Tuberville fans out there. There's going to be quite a few different fans out here tonight. Yeah, guys, show us with your picks on the Full Velocity Racing Network. iRacing flag, green flag back out in the air. The number 16 of David Blackburn leads the charge down to turn 1. Here comes Barrett Bishop, Alex Brewer right there.
Alex Brewer going to look to the inside. I'm going to tell you what, that one car, sneaky fast here tonight. He drove away in heat race number 4. I'm going to tell you what, I like the look of the way that one car is really digging here early on. Said we don't call your name in a heat race, Todd, and you win this thing. That means you stunk up the field. That one car has got a lot of speed. He'd run start off turn 4.
Yeah, Alex Brewer, we'll see what he's got for us here. Jim Revis running in that 4 spot now, able to take it away from the number 73 machine of Stephen Moore. Moore now falls back into the clutches of Braden Richards. Richards drives her in deep and going to make almost a little bit of contact there with the 73 machine, but those guys backed out of a great run there for the number 11 of Braden Richards. He backs out, not getting into the 73, but yellow flag going to come out.
Oh, we almost had a secondary over here as Braden Richards was in the back of Stephen Moore. They
David
somehow
Brewer
caught it. But second yellow flag of the night going to find us here on lap number 9. And I believe I heard Todd say this one may have got David Brewer. We'll let Jack show off on BladeNo.com. Full velocity instant replay. I believe Brewer's 319 went around there, Todd.
Yeah, the number 8 of Austin Miners made a little bit of contact. It was enough to bring him around as he wasn't able to save it. Comes down, hits the 073 machine. Robbins, then the 010 Casey Brunson involved in that one. And then the 319 tries to get her back going, and oops, has to stop up there by the exit of the speedway here. As they got that all closed off, able to stay out of the other driver's ways, but man, did it really check up that field. Everybody thinking that he was going to come back down on him. But and David Brewer now pulls up alongside of Austin Myers, just probably letting him know he's just a little bit upset there on that replay.
Oh, a little bit upset, and you kind of get it. But when you're racing around a 3/8 mile, the way these guys get after it, racing wrecks are going to happen. I tell racers all the time, there's no sense, a little tap like that is fine. I've seen guys retaliate. There's no business for that. Go out there after the race, talk, settle out like men. Don't use a race car out there that's not worth doing. As we come off turn number 4, I race a guy flag, green flag back in the air, and David Blackburn, another guy who's really been very strong here this evening. He's going to lead, but here comes Barrett Bishop. Alex Brewer, that's a good race for second now off of 4.
Yeah, Alex Brewer peeking down to the inside there, trying to get around Barrett Bishop here for the position number 2. The 21 of Jim Revis right now running in 4th. Here comes the 73 machine of Stephen Moore down to the bottom, side by side for that 4th spot. Those guys checking up behind those guys, though, and that never is a good thing. As we got, looks like we're going to have a yellow flag here, Phil. No, we got a wreck, but we have no. Oh, finally yellow flag. A little bit of delayed reaction on the starter there, but those guys are checking up pretty good, and that's normally not a good sign there for the guys towards the back because the slinky effect.
And it looks like we may have our first TDR total of our feature event here tonight, or second of the night. First one of this main event going on here for the Sunday Shootout, but we'll let Jack show us off of BladeNo.com instant replay. Who was the turtle, Todd?
Woo.
Who was the turtle? Oh, not
Salter.
Salter.
Jason Salter, and man, that was a parking lot over there in the corner. Salter had nowhere to go, and it was just pile after pile. Yeah, we had kind of a leaner there. It looked like kind of a slow. That's where he was going to be at, and then turtle over on top of his lid. Can somebody roll Jason Salter back over? The number 10, really bad luck for him. Jason Salter, tow truck being called for the number 10 machine to get him back on his wheels. Maybe join the tail of the field, but it's going to be a lengthy pit stop for him. His night might be over.
Could be. That 10 car took a pretty good shot. As a call coming down from race control, we are going to go single file restarts here for the middle part of this one, lap number 16. So early on, third yellow flag. And I'll tell you what, Todd, I'm glad we didn't do our picks pre-race because I would have taken 3. And the sad part is I would have picked Fetkenhauer, Brunson, Salter. They've all been in the first 3 wrecks. I'm not picking nobody. I'm not even going to think of anybody else. I don't want to see who's in the 4th one as we go back green flag racing.
Yeah, back to green flag racing. Blackburn assumes the lead once again. Bishop running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Alex Brewer. 4th now, the 73 trying to pull a slider. Another yellow flag out there on the field. Hanover Wrecker Servers really busy here this evening in the first 17 laps of this race.
Yeah, they really are. This is really unforeseen of this league, as we usually see a tremendous amount of green flag racing, but yellow on the speedway, 4th time on lap number 18. And it looks like this has got Kyle Moyer with a little disagreement of space, I believe, with Eric Eichstadt. So blade on number 12 looks like they got together, and it was tough to tell who was really at fault there. That looks like one of those little racing collisions. What do you think, Todd?
Eric Eichstadt was looking down to the bottom of the 21 of Jim Revis. He knew he didn't want to get into the back of him, so he backed out of it. And when he backed out of it, hit the brakes. Moyer was right there. Unfortunately, Moyer couldn't back out of it as quickly as he'd like, got into the 12. Around goes Moyer, and then the 13 backs it up on top of the roof. So you had a partial leaner there, Phil. No points, though, scored for the 13 of Caleb Ramsey. But it was a nice job on technique there, backing it out right up on top of the roof there of the Moyer machine.
All right. I'm going to call it half shenanigan. Half shenanigan. You scored 2 points for a corkscrew and a turtle, but a half leaner doesn't get 2 points or even a point.
No, there was no leaner. He was just backed up on top.
But what's a corkscrew to do with it?
Corkscrew is something different.
Oh, my goodness. Let's go racing. What do you say?
As we're back racing here with the 16 of Blackburg's, second right now, the 926 of Bishop. Bishop really throwing her in there, trying to take over, wrestle that position away, the top spot away from the 16 of Blackburg, but Bishop drifting back up the track, a little bit of a push coming off the corner for the 926 machine. Brewer still running in third. Fourth is Braden Richards. Richards now looking down to the bottom of Brewer. Brewer slams the door shut going down the back straightaway.
Sure does. Let's go a little race there for position number 3. And it just stacking up behind him, Todd, as they kind of get single file there after that restart. Braden Richards got a good run there in the 11. I'm looking at Stephen Moore's number 73, and don't look too far behind, but Jim Revis is there, and also the 86 of Derek Fedgenhauer. And that is the guy who I observed in our first heat race tonight. Oh, we had a big parking lot over there, a big wreck. That's no doubt going to put it on yellow. That was a leader involved. What in the world happened over there to David Blackburn?
Yeah, the leader going around there, David Blackburn, and I believe he had help on that one. As Blackburn coming down into the corner. Yep, indeed, the 96, the 926, able to get into the back of him. Doesn't allow him. He backs out of it there. Thought he gathered back up and then hits him again. And the 16 goes around in a knot in front of Barrett Bishop. Tough break. Bishop did all he could to try to stay off of him. Thought he had to gather back up, and Bishop right back into the back of the 16 machine, going through that corner, and they go around.
All right, so this is yellow flag number 5, and I know it's going to be a quick yellow, but I wanted to ask you, Todd, while we're in the feature. We talk about calling back to a 2 to go. We say 2 sticks down. You always say yellow and white. Where I'm from, it's always the white flag in the left hand, checkered flag in the right hand. Are both methods right? I've never heard it the white and the yellow in hand before. Is that a dirt thing? Because it's the first time I've ever heard it.
Any track that we've been to, it's always been the yellow and the white flag in hand. The yellow flag, just in case something happens, you can throw that yellow flag rather quickly. And I've seen it every track that I've been to since I've grown up. Yellow and the white, you could do it with it whatever you wanted to, but our popsicle sticks, at least around the southern tier, have been yellow and white.
Yeah, well, I've always seen it with a white and a checker, so I had to ask that question here as we're getting ready to go back to racing. That was kind of a cool take on things. It's kind of different things we hear out there all over the great short tracks all over this all over this awesome country. So cool to hear. As we get off turn number 4, we're going to go back to racing now. Alex Brewer, he's going to claim the mantle of our race leader as we approach halfway.
Yeah, halfway, just about halfway home here for the number 1 of Alex Brewer. He's got a couple of short laps here. See if we can gather it in here. The number 11 of Braden Richards now running in second. Third is Jim Revis, and Derek Fedkenauer, who was involved in an early race, instead up to that 4th spot. Greg Tuberville with a good run inside that top 5.
Yeah, he really does. Greg's had a good night in that number 20 car, keeping his nose clean for the most part, and he's got a lot of muscle in that race car. So does that number 86 of Fedkenauer. Revis of a 21. I see Jim. It keeps putting that car to the inside, leaning on the right rear. I think he's got a good piece. And that number 11 of Braden Richards, he no slow cat either. He's to the low side of Brewer. And what is a really good race for the race league we have happening down in turn 1.
And 11 going back down to the bottom side. Here comes Jim Revis, 2 way down to the bottom, trying to get around both of those guys, trying to pull 2 for here as we are halfway in. 30 in, 30 to go here at Lanier.
Now, this is going to get a really good second half of this race. So I'm going to tell you right now, Fedkenauer with a big lane switch. He goes to the bottom of Revis now. It's a good race for third off at turn number 2. Fedkenauer's number 86 down low. Revis, the Evil One graphics, red, white, and blue, car number 21. Good race for third. Revis is going to hold on. He's going to look for running room down low under Richards for second over in turn 3.
Yeah, trying to get under Richards there for that second spot. Jim Revis backs out of it, though, about a car length back there of the number 11 of Braden Richards. Alex Brewer continues to lead, but I tell you what, you can throw a blanket over the top 4 there, Phil, as the number 86 of Derek Fedkenauer running in 4th. So if somebody makes a mistake, somebody else is going to be right there to pounce. Braden Richards making a little love tap to the 1 of Alex Brewer coming off the corner here down the front straightaway. They flash by that start-finish line.
Sure do. Put 34 laps now up to the scoreboard as the top 4 for the time being kind of all sorted out single file. I'm watching a race back here going on for the 6th spot with Eric Eichstadt's number 12, the 8 car of Austin Miners. Austin has made his charge to the back of the field as well, and he's making room on the top side. Eichstadt down low, race for 6th, and maybe even for 5th as Turnerville slides up the hill. 3 car race for 5th off of 4.
A good battle going on for that 5th spot, like you said. You got Austin Miners, the 12 of Eric Eichstead, the 20 of Tuberville. Those guys duking it out for the 5th spot. And the guys up front pretty much staying single file. So that's where the battle is out on the track right now, Phil.
Yeah, it really is. And it looks like this little game of cat and mouse going on up front as they're almost back to 3 wide, but then they go back to single file up the straightaway. So the old Slinky coming back here again. That's a cool thing about Lanier is you see Brewer, Nick, you got Richards there in the middle, Revis to the low side, looking back here in this race a little bit further back where you've got a great race with Tuberville. You got Eichstadt there, Miners in the middle. They're almost 3 wide back there for 6th, and don't count out Casey Brunson. Where'd the 0-10 come from? He is digging back from the backside as well.
Yeah, the 0-1-0 machine starting to dig back up through the field there after being involved in not 1, but 2 yellow flags there for Casey Brunson. So he's really letting her dig down on the bottom, trying to make some headway here, running in currently the 8th position, trying to fight there, just trying to get inside the top 5. Meanwhile, back up front as that goes 3 wide over there. So I'm not going to go away from that 3 wide there momentarily. The 12 of Eric Eichstead down to the bottom. Here comes the 10 of Casey Brunson. As Eichstead gets a little bit out of shape, that's going to make those guys go a little bit more towards the single file way of the land.
Yep, but Todd, they're just about 3 wide up here for the lead now, as well as Revis taking the fight back to Richards and to Alex Brewer. This 3-car race continues to be a good one. They're just about 3 wide that time off of turn number 2. Revis keeps taking a peek to the middle of the low side. Richards in the middle. Looks like Braden's going to run this time. Hey, look, Alex, look at the outside lane. That 1 car of Alex Brewer. If you're going to pass that car tonight, Todd, you are going to need a big, heavy run of steam because that car looks hooked up off the top lane like no other car out there I see.
Yeah, he's pulling him down the front or back straightaway, into turn 3. Braden Richards that time had a good run going into 3 and off of 4, but he's just not getting the forward bite off. Jim Revis looks a tad bit faster, though, than both of those guys right now, Phil. According to timing and scoring, 17.421 for Jim Revis behind the guys that are running 17.5s. So here comes Braden Richards down to the inside, trying to pull a slider. Not going to be had there through the corner. Brewer going to maintain, but the 11 of Braden Richards right there, he's hungry.
He is. He's really hungry to get a good finish and a win. He's been, a guy who's been solid all year. Could put a whole race together in that 11 car tonight. Braden Richards doing a really, really fine job. Alex Brewer holding on. Revis right there for 3rd. And do not count out that 86 right behind them, I'm telling you. Mr. Fenkenhauer, Todd, he is a guy who knows his way to the winner's circle. Oh, as he gets to the back of Revis, I say that, must have heard me. We're going back to Wreck-It. Oh, we're still going to pile up over there. Somebody got a big hit.
Man, Jim Revis. Fenkenhauer just drove her in too deep there for the number 86 machine. Gets into Jim Revis. And Revis and Fenkenhauer go around. Oh, my word. It's just a big parking lot over there. A lot of cars involved. Eric Eichstead, Casey Brunson, Josh Peacock. I mean, they were still piling in kind of there towards the end of that one. Salter gets dumped by the 13 of Ramsey. Salter was trying to navigate through, too. As a tough break for Jason Salter. A lot of cars. Gledhill involved in that one. No turtles, no leaners, no points. But a big old-fashioned parking lot over there.
And there was a lot of wrecked race cars over there. That is a very, very tough break for all those guys involved. It was getting pretty heated back there. We're 46 laps of 60 in, so they will get after it. Then I'll tell you what, Todd, we're going to come back here Wednesday night. Same track, same league. Wednesday night street fights coming Wednesday night for 100 laps around. You want to see one of the best races of the year? Do not miss Wednesday night street fights coming up this week, Todd. It is going to be epic. I'm going to tell you what, that is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be epic. Definitely going to be a great battle here. 100 laps will be the distance here at Lanier, and that'll be the season finale for that, too. So the only way to get into that invite-only Wednesday night street fights is through the Sunday night shootout. I encourage you guys to sign up. You'll have 1 week starting September 1st. iRacing High Flag, Green Flag back in the air. It's Alex Brewer and Braden Richards. The 20 of Greg Tuberville right there in that 3rd spot.
Greg having a good run here tonight. That's a guy looking for a really popular one over here at DWR as well. Car number 20, he's got a mirror full now of Austin Miners. The 8 car going to look to the low side. Alex Brewer able to carry Braden Richards. Top 4 of the goal go back to single file down in turn 1. A 20 car. Oh, he almost hit the opening of the wall, man. I thought we were going yellow. Man, that was close.
Yeah, I seen that green. I seen that green cone just dancing up in the air there too. So that
Poor
green cone, poor cone. We've seen the yellow cone get clobbered. The green cone doesn't matter what color cone it is out there. If it was a red cone, I'm sure that would get clobbered too. But It's tough. The cone's in the way here tonight at Lanier, and these guys are digging it out here and duking it out for the top spots.
Well, at least it's not a rainbow cone because somebody probably get mad if it got hit, but we'll leave that for another day. As we look up here up front, Brewer holding on for the time being over Braden Richards. I'm looking back here a little bit further, Todd. The 631 of Alex Cummings, he's a guy who's starting to make waves to the field as well. He's to the low side of Turnerville, which is a good race for position. Oh, is it number 4 off turn number 4?
It's Alex Cummings down to the bottom side here in the 631 machine. Greg Tuberville up top. So that's a good battle going on for the 4th spot there. As Cummings not going right. Surratt starting to come into the fray. Look at the 61 of Peacock right there too, Phil.
Yeah, they're all starting to get into it, Todd, as we're getting down here to the closing laps, 53 on the board. And we got to go back here up to the front because it's getting interesting up here as Richards has really taken a shot to the low side of Alex Brewer, and it keeps getting closer and closer and closer. A 3-car race for the lead continues now over in turn 1.
Yeah, Alex Brewer is really making his car wide aboard that number 1 machine. Braden Richards back down to the bottom. Austin Minor's right there. Minor's pretty quick in that number 8. So we'll see if he's going to be able to do anything with Brewer or can Braden Richards fend him off. A lot of different things going on out here, but the top 3 right there and duking it out for the top spot.
And I don't have the scorecard in front of me, but I believe that the Richards and Minors, I believe those are both Team Elite cars. I have a scorecard. If somebody can help me, I believe I'm right on that one. Brewer's got his hands full with 2 Team Elite cars. They may tag team up on him and try to put Alex away because that one car's been stout all night. But now look at the run. Minor's with a big shot to the low side off of 4.
Yeah, Minor's really trying to dig down on the bottom, and that number 8 machine. Brewer still holding on to the top spot, trying to slam the door shut here on Minor's. 11 of Richards now going to the top shelf, trying to try something different here. Maybe if these guys make a little bit of contact, Braden Richards will be able to sneak by for the win here. But Austin Minor's all over the rear bumper, the one of Alex Brewer down the back straightaway.
Sure did, Todd. That 11 car of Braden Richards got really wicked loose with 3 and 4. It looks like the handle on that car may be beginning to fade as now Minors and Brewer, starting to distance themselves away. But Braden going to try to restack it and, resettle it back in, but he's got a mirror full. Alex Cummings running in the 4th spot. That's 631. He arguably may be the fastest car on the racetrack right now.
He is indeed the 3rd fastest right now. Is actually Austin Minor's the fastest out there on the speedway, so 3rd fastest there. So 631, and they're all pretty tight. They're all in the 17.6s there, Phil. So we're on 2 laps to go here for the number 1 of Alex Brewer. Can he hang on? Can he keep Austin Minors at bay? Is white flag going to come out this time by?
One more trip around for car number 1. Alex Brewer, Austin Minors right there in tow off turn number 2. For the final time, and down the back straightaway, can Alex Brewer hold on? He's got 2 turns left to make. Off of turn number 4, slams the door down low. Alex Brewer going to pick up the win at Lanier. Austin Minor is going to grab the 2nd position. 3rd will go to Braden Richards. Or no, Alex Cummings. Alex Cummings able to make the move to the low side. He's going to get 3rd from Richards. Peacock going to come home with a top 5 run. I didn't see that pass for 3rd, Todd. I was settled up there for the win. Alex Cummings, I said he was quick. He steals that final spot on the podium.
Yeah, seals the final spot on the podium. Kyle Surratt takes down the championship here in the Sunday Night Shootout Series. Again, folks, just to remind you, those are tuned again. Sunday, September 1st, open. It's going to open up here. The invitations for the Sunday Night Shootout Series is open invites, I should say. So basically sign up for the Sunday Night Shootout Series. You want to be a part of the best 3 stock racing, open setup-wise here. You got to go to DWRL, Dirt Warrior Racing League. That's going to be their new coin league. And, you want to be involved in the pinnacle of what we call dirt street stock racing, even dirt racing for that matter. These guys put on a whale of a show each and every time here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
They absolutely do. Well, we're going to get headed over to the DWR Discord where thebladenote.com Full Velocity Post-Race Show is coming up next on your source for esports racing. All right, back here live in your source for esports racing, where Alex Brewer just taking down the win of the season finale here at the Lanier National Speedway. Champion is going to be Kyle Surratt. Second place finisher tonight goes to the number 8 car of Alex Cummings. And our third place finisher, we'll grab a conversation now aboard car number 631. A terrific run tonight for Mr. Alex Cummings. Alex, a great job. 11th to 3rd, made that last lap pass there. I looked back there, I said, Todd, the 631 is coming. Great move to finish up 3rd here tonight. Tell us all about your run.
Oh yeah, it was a great race. Just a lot of cautions. Just wish we could have went more green flag laps, but that's just how it is sometimes, I guess.
What do you think played into that here tonight? Because Lanier, a place where I've seen this league come through before and run a 100-lap race with like 1 to maybe 2 yellow flags. I think it was only 1 that year we did it. And I asked you because it's a lot of the same crowd here. It's Sunday, so we got some new players into the mix. But why do you think we saw the caution flags, especially early on?
I don't know if track conditions were different, but something about the track just felt different. But I guess it worked out at the end for me. But I don't know what happened to Braden there at the end, but I guess I'll take a podium any way I can get it.
You're absolutely right. You don't stop at that when you do, Alex. Terrific job tonight. Race car looked great. Was running great, man. Live on Full Velocity here. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. I give you the floor one more time to end season 4. Take the floor away, buddy, and thank who we'd like to thank out there.
I'd just like to thank Jim, Jason, and Eric over at DWR for putting this on. Thank y'all for doing the broadcast. You'll do a great job. And then just like to thank everybody over at Bulletproof Motorsports. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without them.
Well, here's a guy tonight for Bulletproof, Todd, who had a lot of luck on his side. 631 of Alex Cummings going to get 3rd here tonight at Lanier. Terrific run by that driver right there. We'll walk down here now, and we see a little bit of a group gathering for the Team Elite guys as we go down here and grab a guy who's picked up a few wins here recently. That is car number 8, Austin Myers. Austin, a terrific run for you tonight. 19th to 2nd. I think you may have passed more cars out here than anybody else, man. Tell us about that run through the field.
Yeah, at the beginning of the race, I knew if I just drove with my head and kind of, worked my way through the field without getting involved in any of them wrecks, and I knew I had a fast car. If I just would have wiggled my way through a little bit faster, I think I would have had a shot for a win. But that was a really good race with Alex and Brain, them guys.
Well, you started back 19th tonight. You had to go through a consolation race to make the A. Was that all in your setup? Was it built more for the long run? Did you give up that short-term, short 8-lap burst of speed? Because we were kind of puzzled to see a guy like you running in a car starting as deep in the field as you did. What do you think would put you back there?
Yeah, I struggle with this setup when it comes to a tacky setup for this track. My setup's made for the dry slick. Almost every track that I race at is made for the dry slick. It's really good setup that I run. USA, I done it before, started 18th and gone up to 5th, and the setup's gotten me faster.
Well, awesome. You've had a really good season over here at DWR, season 4 of the Shootout. Also seeing you pick up some wins aboard Wednesday Night Street Fights, man. I got to say, a job well done. A second place run here for you tonight. I'll give you the microphone one more time to close up the night over here for me. Take the floor away and thank everybody like to thank out there.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my Team Elite drivers, especially Braden. He's been helping me through all of this, and I've been trying to help out our team, make us a little bit faster. I like to thank Jim and Eric for hosting all these shows, and I like to thank you guys for broadcasting these races for us. It's pretty fun.
All right, well, they are a lot of fun, and when we get great drivers like this, it makes a job easy. That is car number 8, Austin Miners, getting 2nd here tonight, but I am going to throw this thing to Bladeno.com, Victory Lane. It's like the A-team back here tonight. We got Alex, we've got Austin, and now another Alex. It's Alex Brewer. He's in Victory Lane with Todd.
Yeah, down here in Bladeno.com, Victory Lane with the driver of the number 1, putting an exclamation point on this season, Alex Brewer. Alex, what a fantastic race. 37 laps led here, or 60 here tonight, 60 laps that is. Alex, you put on a clinic. You held charges from Jim Ravis. You had the number 11 of Braden Richards right there. You had a lot of cars right there knocking on your door, even Austin Minor for that matter, and that number 8 machine knocking on your door. Tell us about your race and what was going through your mind those final few laps.
Oh yeah, he got slicker than I would have liked it to. Just had to keep my line, and at the end of the race, I'd switch up to the middle. It seemed faster in the middle. I didn't really like running the middle, so I wanted to keep it down on the bottom.
Well, Alex, tell us about this win. Tell them about how much this means to you to cap off your season like this, the end of the Sunday Night Shootout series. Cap off your season. Are you going to be able to ride that wave of momentum into the following season here, maybe even to Wednesday night? Sunday Night Shootout, are you going to be able to ride that wave there, or what's going to go on with you?
Oh yeah, hopefully try again Wednesday. Mess with the setup a little, and try to get race for the championship next season too.
All right, Alex, as we're accustomed to here, down here in BladeNote.com, Victory Lane, I'm going to hand you the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. Let's thank you.
I'd like to thank Eric, Jim, Jason for putting the race on. All you guys at Full Velocity for broadcasting, and the guys at Outcast Racing. And that's it.
All right, Alex. Good luck to you Wednesday, and hopefully we'll see you down here in BladeNote.com, Victory Lane, once again with 100 laps.
Yeah, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow too for the Shootout 75.
Oh, we will be there.
I'll definitely be there. So we'll see you there, Alex, and good luck to you in that one. And we'll see you real soon. And man, hopefully another Victory Lane coming up real soon, like maybe even.
Yeah, hope to see you guys tomorrow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, from BladeNote.com, Victory Lane, the driver of the number one, Alex Brewer. But I'm going to make my way down to Kyle Surratt. I believe is going to be pulled down into here. Kyle Surratt taking home a championship, double dipping here tonight, winning, like I said, modified tour championship. Kyle winning the championship here for the Sunday Night Shootout. A great season for you, taking down both of these accolades here. And the pinnacle of dirt racing, what we call over here, pinnacle of dirt racing, DWR. Kyle, tell us about this one. This is long fought. We were at 40 cars at times, 45 cars, and you almost didn't qualify for this one tonight.
Yeah, I actually tried to change some stuff around on the setup because I was just junk in the hot laps and the qualifying there, and it did not work at all. So I didn't transfer out of the heat. I had to run the B main there, and man, the car would just pick up this push in the middle of the turn. I could not get it to turn. I had to smash the brake and dropped all the way back to seventh there. They were only taking the top five, and I guess like I told Jim earlier on, I just had to put my driving shoes on and try to get back in there. And luckily, I was able to squeak it out.
Able to squeak it out, get it in there, make an A main appearance for the final. You pretty much had this sewed up before the start of this one, though, in the Sunday Night Shootout series. But Kyle, tell us about your racing this season as far as the shootout goes. I know, like I said, Rapwin was awful. It was awful hard to get a hold of too. But this one here, the street stocks, the Sunday Night Shootout, this has grown in leaps and bounds over the last couple of seasons. And 45, 50 cars, 40 cars, 42 cars. How hard is it to qualify for one of these things and stay that consistent as you did this year?
Well, it's pretty hard. I mean, I just started racing with DWR last season, and my driving has grown immensely since racing with these guys every week. And then about halfway through the season, Josh Peacock, Derek Fedkenhauer, and Stephen Moore extended an invite to me to join Bulletproof Motorsports, and really, really good group of guys to race with over there. So I had no choice in my mind but to come on over and join them, and really, really glad about that. And congrats to Josh. I believe he finished second in the points behind me here. And so all in all, it's just a really good season for me. You just had to go back, again to consistency. I was, even when I started in the back for, whatever reason, I was able to just, avoid the wrecks and pick them off here and there and make my way into the top 5, the top 10 sometimes, and along with a couple of wins, which was very fulfilling for me. But just consistency, man. That's what it takes to win points.
Yeah, definitely consistency wins championships. You're able to do it here 2 times here on the Sunday night shootout series. And like I said, the Wrap series, like I said, Wrap Modified Tour. But Kyle, I'm going to the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. I'd like to thank here this evening. I know Jim is probably here. We're going to get some words with Jim here for the upcoming seasons here. But Kyle, thank you. I'd like to thank you tonight for this champ.
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank Tommy Rogers at TNT Auto Source. He's on my car here. I'd like to thank myself for putting this deal together. Josh Peacock for JP Designs for giving me this really nice looking race car here. I'd like to thank all my teammates for all the stuff that they do for me over at Bulletproof Motorsports. I'd like to thank Jim, Jason, Eric at DWR for putting on this league for us to run every Sunday night. And last but not least, you guys for doing this broadcast for us. I really appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Kyle, and echo the sentiments and good luck to you here as we'll be coming back here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. So, Kyle, congratulations on your championship and hopefully many more.
Thank you, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Surratt taking down the championship of the Sunday Night Shootout, but Jim Revis down here, one of the trio, I should say, the trifecta over here that have really strung out with DWRL and everything that's going to be going on here in the next couple of races that we're going to have here after Wednesday night. Then we're going to go right on to the Sunday Night Shootout and Wednesday Night Street Fights, and I think we're going to the Pro Late models as far as that goes. If we can get some sponsorship, it would be great help here for these guys over here to get sponsorship for the pros, so that way they can get those broadcasted too. But Jim, a great season for the Eichstätt Rap Tour. Great season for the Sunday Night Shootout series. Tell us about everything that's up and coming and your feelings on these seasons.
Oh man, what can I say? With the drivers we got, it makes DWR, which next season will be rebranded as DWRL, Dirt Warrior Racing League. They make it what it is. So, my hat's off to all them. Congratulations to Kyle for winning this season's championship. Like I said, we can't ask for a better group of drivers. As far as next season goes, man, we got I'm sure a lot of people already know we have BladeNode.com that came on. They are the host sponsor of the Sunday Shootout. So it will be known as the Blade Node Sunday Shootout, hosted by DWR or DWRL. And if you need any web solutions, man, hit them up. They got VPS hosting from $5 a month, web hosting starting at $9.95 a month, and dedicated hosting at $89 a month. Type in BladeNode.10, get a 10% discount. Shows you come from DWRL. Other than that, man, it's one hell of a season, man. Glad to have you guys on board again for another complete season.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic season there, Jim. And it concludes here with Surratt taking down both championships. Kind of a lackluster there for his championship, but he was just that consistent here with that. But we're seeing the spirit of things here. Next season, we're going to do something for the teams here at Full Velocity Race Network. Haven't let these guys know. Jim kind of knows what's going on, but the team atmosphere is starting to come aboard here once again. And that's kind of the thing that I like to see and like seeing growing inside of here, what's going to be called DWRL now. The team stuff starting to really grow. You're starting to see like X91 Motorsports, DWR Racing, Bulletproof Motorsports. I know I'm forgetting some of them. I don't have
you got the elite guys. Elite. And, God, I can't think of them all either. And I got the damn list.
You got a whole bunch
of list in front of me here. Let's see. We got Team Dirt Warrior, Team Elite, Bulletproof Motorsports, X91 Motorsports, Team No Hope, Outcast Dirt Racing, Next Level Racing, and LLC iRacing.
If Team No Hope is looking for a driver, have an opening. That sounds like my driving career. Team No Hope. I belong
Team No Hope is Mr. Justin Glidhill, so he's looking for team.
Oh man. I don't know what to say, Todd. I don't know.
I might have to join him too. Maybe Justin can show me a thing or two because
Maybe.
man, I sucked the last time I was out here. But I tell
Well,
you, Jay, a great season. I mean, great season, and like I said, it's going to be awesome to see the team atmosphere coming.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm hoping there's no team rivalries or anything. I hope it stays the same.
Down in here, where'd he go? Justin
He done went to AFK.
Oh man, he
He
went
had
to
he had to
AFK.
get off. Yeah, he said he wanted an interview, but he hurried up and jumped off. But he did win the demo derby there at the end.
All right, so big shout out to Justin Glenhill winning the demo derby over here. These guys do a lot of fantastic things after they take the checkered flag. I like to get involved in that sometimes. But Phil, you got any questions for Jim here coming into the new season that we'll be having?
I got to tell you, Jim, thinking about it. Oh, yeah, well, we really like the demo derby. That was a fan. That's something I'd have a chance to win at. But I'll tell you what, thinking about it, already if 1 year we've all been together, we're going on season 7 of Street Fight, season 5 of the Shootout. Could you ever imagine it got to this conglomerate it has got to, man? I am so proud of you guys. I know it's kind of been a whole team atmosphere, everybody around, but God, I'm so excited for next season, man. What do you think we can expect to come out of, we're going to obviously see some new guys, new blood into Wednesday nights. We got a lot of guys interested in signing up here for the Shootout series. I mean, I think you had to expand to DWRL because I'm telling you what, the 3 letters wasn't enough. You guys are going to be humongous, man. Pretty soon, we're going to need 5 letters.
Well, like I said, we started out, it was me, Eric, and Jason, and we started DWR, and it was kind of Team DWR, and then we grew and grew and grew, and we kind of talked a little bit about it, and seen more that DWR turned out to be more of a league that was a team with the amount of people that we had coming in. So we decided to rebrand for this upcoming season. Registration, by the way, is now open in iRacing for the Blade Node Sunday Shootout series. Make sure, like I said, you have to fill out the request to join the lead through there, and then you must come into our Discord and request a number. You have to do both steps in order to be registered for the races on Sundays. Registration's open from now until September 1st. September 1st will be cut off for that season, and we'll get the schedules all together. And like I said, I'm hoping for even a more exciting season than what we have been putting on.
I'm going to tell you what, I can't wait to see where we're going to go next with this deal. I'm so excited. Got to thank you guys again, Jim. Looking forward to another great year ahead with you guys. We're going to have a lot of fun, man. Thank you for all that you do.
You guys too, man. Appreciate it. I think our year is coming up was it
It
the
just came
28th or
up.
21st? It did just
22nd, I believe.
22nd. Okay. I don't know
No.
why I was thinking it was the 28th. Have no clue.
See, we're all bad at anniversary dates there.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll be
If
late
it
for my
wasn't-
own funeral, too.
If it wasn't for Eric over here, I wouldn't have a clue when our year anniversary is, how many races we did, and
Thank God for Eric.
yeah, hats off to both of the other admins, man, for their help.
All right. Well, I got to
without
say,
them,
Jim, thank you again so much. You to Jason to Eric. This has been so much fun to cover and so much great things ahead. Thank you so much, man. And we're going to sign off all night here, but we're going to thank our great sponsors once again. We're going to thank Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, CCM Customs, BladeNo.com, South Texas Speedway, Montstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, Eichstadt Wraps, and Full Throttle with the Jet over on YouTube for Todd Stanton, Jack Truin, Ron Piles, Martin Karchin, the entire cast. There's a lot. We'll put it out there one day for you all to see. Thank you so much here. Phil LeCast will sign off. Back here tomorrow night, a big triple header. The Southern Shootout 75 from Volusia. I believe we're on the airwaves about 7:30 p.m. with that. I'll confirm that a little bit later on. And also, opening night for the Dirt Slinging Outlaws, so that will be great. 3 ways to go tomorrow. Check us out once again, FullVelocityTV.com. We'll see you back here next time on your source for esports racing. Good night, everybody.